Hi Julieta, thanks for your question. Yeah, basically, I mean, I suppose I got very lucky. It helped that I could sing the songs that I was writing. I started off just thinking, well, I'll be a songwriter, because that's what I knew I could do. And then I sort of sung them, and basically people got to hear them. I think the thing is to, you know, just send them to whoever, be determined, keep going, and sort of don't ask too much too quickly. I think that's the big secret to what I've done. It's probably terrible advice, but I've given away a lot of things for free and done a lot of things, you know, with bad contracts or whatever, but it's got me to where I am now, and it's sort of about not being too proud of something. Hi Laura, my name basically was given to me by my mum is the one that chose it, and she basically was into Latin literature, and Dido was this African warrior queen in Latin literature who was a little bit mad as far as I can tell. She fell in love with a Roman soldier and then killed herself because she left her. So actually it's not very good. And it's a bit of an odd name. Does that mean that I won't fly? Hi Anna, what has fame changed most of my life? I don't know, basically there's fruit plates absolutely everywhere I go right now, which is sort of weird, but it's great. But yeah, that's been the main change, but other than that, not that much has changed. I cannot be until you're resting here with me. Hi Jose, yeah, there's a band that I'd love to one day do something with called Us. I can't say their name, but I listen to them every day before I go on stage, and they're brilliant, and their name is, what is it, Artestia Palados. Okay, there you go, Artestia Palados, but I've never been able to say their name, but I love their music. To me, there's a big difference between success and fame. I think I've been very lucky being so successful and, you know, selling so many records, and the fame thing is I think a byproduct of success, and it's not necessarily a great thing all the time, you know what I mean? But that is fine because it's part of the job. I tend to sort of lead a quieter life and not try and court too much of the fame aspect of it. My main focus here is you know, the music, putting on a better show all the time, learning how to entertain people better all the time, writing better songs, recording better songs, learning more about production, etc., etc. That's all I'm really ever thinking about. Things have changed. You know, my hotel rooms have got bigger. Everywhere I go, they just get bigger and bigger. Little things around that I might have said to someone I liked, and now they're everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of funny, a lot of the things that change. You just sort of turn around to your friends and you're like, you know, whatever. But not much has changed in my sort of day-to-day life in that, you know, I've always seen this as I mean, as soon as I made this album, my job then was to, you know, I just wanted people to hear it, and I've always been prepared to do whatever to make sure people do hear my music. It's the same old thing, you know, you're talking to people, you're doing your concerts, you're doing TV shows, and I mean, that really hasn't changed much at all. Eminem just sampled my record, and so I'd never met him until we did the video together. Stanley, what are you doing to yourself?
What the hell, you don't like it?
Stanley!
Like it?
Stanley!
But don't call me that! Don't call me that!
What do you think you're taking this too far? When I first I heard a rumour, like, a good 6-7 months before his record came out that he'd used my song. I actually didn't believe it. It was from a friend of mine who said he'd heard it in someone's office, and I was like, no, I think you've got it wrong, you know. And then this thing arrived, you know, in my hotel room, the track Stan, and saying, you know, can we use this? And I thought it was brilliant, so I was like, yeah. obviously, wherever your music is heard, if it's in a good place, a good track, a good film, good TV show, it's all good. It's all about people hearing your voice, getting familiar with it, and hopefully being interested enough in your voice to explore further. So obviously, Eminem is a huge selling artist. So obviously, I was suddenly being heard. 5 lines of one of my songs was being heard by lots of people. That alone, I don't think, would have been enough. But I think the thing, it created a lot of press hype a year after the album was already out. So the album has been doing fine, and then the press sort of relaunched it almost for me, and because of this whole story with the Eminem thing. And I think that's what sort of took it. I think people started putting 2 and 2 together and thinking, oh, that's the same person that did that and that and that I've also heard, but I just maybe didn't know who it was.
I didn't hear you leave. I wonder how am I still here.
The Britney Spears rumour, as we now call it, it sort of got wildly exaggerated, but basically she was doing a song for a film that she's in, and I know the guys that write a lot of her songs, and they needed some help. It was very much a song from a girl's point of view, and they're all guys, and they didn't really know what to write. I was hearing Britney and thinking about what she would like to sing, and she's like almost 10 years younger than me, I think, as well. So I had to sort of take myself back in thinking about how I was feeling in my late teens, early 20s. So it was sort of fun. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I work for other people a lot. This one is particularly high profile, so that's why everyone sort of like jumped on it. I think she's great, and I think she's a fantastic young entertainer, basically. And it was great. It was actually quite a good learning experience for me to write something proper pop music, and it's definitely different to what I do, but also bring some of what I do to it. And it was great. And then she called me to kiss, and she's absolutely adorable. She's a really sweet, like properly nice person. I am going to do a second album unless something horrible happens between now and then. But and hopefully I'll get to sort of record it properly next year. But obviously I've written a lot of songs. I play a lot of them live already. And I'll sort of, I haven't really stopped writing, so I'll keep writing for the rest of this year, do a bit of recording, and then I'm off next year just purely to make the second album.
Lonely, I don't even wanna be with myself anymore.
I haven't the foggiest idea whether I'm going to Latin America or not. I'm hoping that I will at some point, but I just don't know. I know what I'm doing for the next 3 months, and I'm in America, and then I'm actually having a little bit of time off to do some writing, and then after that I'm not sure.
Want to be out again. I want to see the world again. To say goodbye on
the whole video process, I think it's one of those things that's necessary. Obviously, the video is like it's a huge thing for an artist. Sometimes I wish you didn't have to sort of narrow the songs down into such a sort of visual representation. But to be honest, I actually really enjoy the process of making videos, so I don't really mind. I just really enjoy it. It's fun. You get to be a different person for, a couple of days and just sort of represent your song in some way anyway.